ShareTweetAlec Baldwin, who portrays President Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live, just put his foot in his mouth once again. Appearing on PBS Network, Baldwin referred to flyover Americans as being so dense they were fooled by Trump and that's why they elected him. Well, Baldwin got slammed hard, and he was made to regret it. You'll love this. Actor Alec Baldwin blasted President Trump for not changing his personality since taking office and for fooling all these flyover Americans into backing his candidacy and electing him in 2016. Appearing on PBS Amanpour and Company on Monday night, the 30 Rock star began by saying how everyone who has had the job as president changed while serving except for Trump, who he predicted would be the only man in American history that the presidency of the United States has had no effect on. After he won, which was horrifying to me, because if you're a New Yorker, you're on to Trump. He's not the host of The Apprentice who's fooled all these flyover Americans that he's this crack businessman, Baldwin said. We kind of know he's something else. But even so, when he won, I thought to myself, he's gonna change. Give it a year, and we'll see a different Trump, and no. He's the same now, this is the real tragedy, he's exactly the same today as he was back in November of 2016. Host Walter Isaacson pressed Baldwin on the resentment many people feel toward leftist coastal elites in New York and Hollywood after he referred to flyover Americans, noting that such resentment leads to a Donald Trump. That's when Baldwin tried to walk back, saying the majority of middle-class Americans so dense they elected Trump. When I say flyover Americans I mean that's a show business term in terms of demographics and I don't mean that in any pejorative sense. I mean, I live in a world where nobody watched The Apprentice. Nobody I know in the world I lived in New York or LA. Or in the world I live ever watched The Apprentice, Baldwin told Isaacson. Oh please. The whole I live in a world where nobody watched The Apprentice, is another slight. What the Trump hater Baldwin is saying is in his world people are sophisticated, they're educated. They're wealthy and vacation in the Hamptons in the summer and ski at Telluride in winter. His arrogance and buffoonery made the lowly Americans in flyover country pretty pissed off. Alec Baldwin says the term flyover Americans, which is an insult to most of the country, is a show business term. Oh really? So when he called his daughter a fat pig, was that a showbiz term for dieting advice? We flyovers know when we are being insulted, loathsome creep, tweeted Tawny7. The fact that Alec Baldwin believes every other American is simply a flyover American shows you how little he cares about other people and how this affects his judgments toward governmental policies. Alec is a horrible person at his core, tweeted Hitman with a W. Nuff said. Why we need the Electoral College, why liberal celebrities lost support, why we laugh at their derangement, when I guess they really deserve pity, all summed up in one little insult, tweeted J. Doors. Alec Baldwin proves just because you are a celebrity and are wealthy doesn't mean you know it all, although that's what Baldwin thinks. He is so arrogant his celebrity status has gone to his head, making him spew thoughts proving he just a rich idiot. The Trump hater is getting blasted on social media for his remarks with flyover Americans promising him Trump will get re-elected. In fact, the patriotic people living in flyover country are letting the arrogant jackass know, pompous attitudes like his are exactly why Trump won in the first place. And now with the economy on fire, Alec Baldwin will be crying in the ashes of defeat on election day. Share tweet.